We in this thing. It's your boy Big Hongry. Mondays and Tuesdays at the shop. We in this thing. I got my boy Major Jones and my boy Didi motherfucking Diamonds, Deontay Smith. And we gonna just get into it, just like that there. Like, cause, you know, when you get into anything, whether it be basketball, soccer, anything, there's entry levels. You know, it might be something at the house that your parents was doing, like, oh, try this, you know? So I like to put y'all definitely in my entry level of things, because Luca and Ian for sure was the first, Ian really was the first ones that had me on boards and shit. But once I left the just average, like, oh, we're just gonna go to Berkeley Skate Park and start diving into more like, oh, the homies is kicking it over here at this party. Homies, that's when I ran into y'all. My boys. So it was just like dope for me to be like, oh, these are some cats I can relate to in a major way, just like how I relate to anybody outside of skateboarding. But these fools skate, and this is something new for me, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like me fucking around with like Pro Hog, Tony Skaters and shit like that, I was like, oh, they got Kareem Campbell and stuff like that. I'm like, there is a couple black dudes, but to see some dudes my age doing it, I was like, wow, like, this is lit, you know what I mean? Like, I can relate to these dudes, I can learn from these dudes, and y'all always was hella cool with me. So it was just like a smooth sailings into that. I like to attribute y'all to my entry level. Stylings as well, you know? Just seeing Stylings just getting down was just like, wow, this fool's pushing the limits on a board, you know what I mean? Like,
that's how me and you met. We met in the studio.
Okay.
And John was in jail at the time.
Yeah.
And you was cool, and I seen you with Ian and Luca actually at the park. I'm like, okay. And then you start getting more into it, and I was like, all right, I fuck with that. I fuck with that.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, we start fucking with it tough. And
cause how was that like back in the day? Like, if you to see somebody who's like kind of getting into skating but not really, like, is it something that y'all be like, oh, that fool ain't really about it, or like, you know what I mean? Like, cause like in hip hop and music, everybody's kind of like super inviting for at first, but getting into crews and shit is different. You got to build your own crew.
You just got to see if somebody's down, and most of the time you know immediately if that person is down or not.
Sure.
You can just tell the vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we didn't have shit even back then. We ain't have much, nigga. The fact you came was like you seen our program like Clubhouse style.
Yeah, for sure.
You came in, you seen the program. We putting our chains together, go to Carl's Jr. across the street to get some food for everybody though.
On mamas.
And you was like, okay, I could relate to that.
That's squad.
And these fools are just raw dogging it and like, this is what it is.
Straight up.
And like you skate like, bro, and that shit.
Yeah, the Clubhouse days was the days. That was like the next level for me.
That was like your breaking.
Yeah, for real. That was the next. It went from like, oh, my white boy partners put me on, but there's some niggas that's doing this shit too. So we lit, you know. And then it was like, all right, now I'm living with these fools. and it's not the average group of homies that I was used to growing up with. You know what I mean? So
it also made life easier. And I can say this for me, you and you. Once I fully was like, all right, I'm a skateboard. I stopped worrying about street shit and like what I was into before. Any of that shit, I stopped worrying about that. I ain't had to worry none of that. And you know what I mean? To a certain extent, Oakland, the Bay Area, Oakland is crazy. So everybody still looks over your shoulders. If you ain't aware, you're an idiot. But you know what I mean? For the most part, I ain't.
With skateboarding, people looking, they not looking your way because they see you riding that dirty ass board. Like, oh no, these niggas is crazy.
You don't have niggas like, go kickflip.
Yeah. But was it always like that though, motherfuckers?
Fuck no. Fuck no. We were just talking about that shit. I met him in middle school. I was 7th grade. He was 6th grade. We did not let anybody know we skateboarded.
Word.
Hell no. Like, that shit, I had a rep, yo. Like, I was still in the streets fucking around, being bad and shit.
Word.
And then I had this side where skating was like my everything on the low after school. But during school and like, hell no, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I was thugging.
That was one thing that this one chick said to me one day. We was like going to the movie or something. I had my board. And I was like trying looking dumb as hell. And she looked at me, she's like, you look stupid as fuck on that skateboard. What the hell is wrong with you? Like, just went in on me.
What was that?
This was years ago. This was like, probably like I don't know, maybe like 10 years ago. I'm skating, I'm in the streets trying my little, she's like, you look dumb as hell. And I remember I was just like, ooh, you don't even know, like, the joy that I get from just kicking it with my homies. For you to speak down on this, you just a hater. I remember another time too, I was getting in my homeboy car, nigga I grew up with, my nigga. And I put my board in the back seat, and this nigga got so mad. He's like, "But you gonna put your board in this nice ass Lexus?" He said, "Nigga, what's wrong with you? Nigga, don't put that dirty ass board in my car." He's like, "That's why I don't fuck with you." I ain't gonna lie, I grabbed the board out the car and was like, "Bro, I'm gonna holler at you." Okay. This type of energy is, nigga, don't be hating on my board like that.
The thing about skating is it gives you a different perspective.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Speak a little bit, because the mic on the.
Yeah, it just gives you a different perspective when you start skating. So.
It's different now though. Skateboarding is the hottest thing in the world. It went from being like kind of like a secret society to fucking just everybody do it. And then don't get me, I'm not hating on that. That's cool. That's what's up. But like back in the day, it definitely was more cutty.
But what was y'all entry level? Like I said, like it went from the homies I mentioned to then linking with y'all, Squirrel. You know, like anytime somebody asks me about skateboarding, the first names that pop in my head, I'd be like Squirrel, DD. Major, Jones, you feel me? Like, John, you know what I mean? Like, when y'all first got with it, like, and first got completes, like, who was the person that kind of, like, put those completes in y'all way? You know what I mean? Or, like...
My neighbor around the corner.
Okay.
My dog, I grew up with him for, like, my whole life.
Yeah.
And his dad got him a new board. And he was old when he put in the trash. I grabbed that motherfucker.
Grabbed that motherfucker straight out.
Trying to fuck with it. I couldn't ride.
Yeah.
Back then, like... I'm still like this now.
Word.
A challenge, I'm like, fuck that. I'm not about to let this shit defeat me. You know what I mean?
Straight up.
I took his board and I just kept fucking with it. And eventually, I learned how to ride. But random as fuck, I learned how to ride regular footed because he was regular.
Yeah.
So I thought that's how you skated.
Okay.
So it was weird, but I couldn't really ollie.
And what about you, Maze? Where you get your first board?
I mean, my first board, I got it from Kmart. You know, and
real.
It's like when you ride that board, it's like, damn, this shit don't feel right. Because when you go to the skate park and you ride somebody else's board, it feels way different. It's just faster and shit. And then when I would get on this little I don't even know what the fuck it was made out of, but that shit wouldn't ride. and then so we went. My dad took me to the skate shop in Alameda. I think it was. I forget what it was called.
Orbit.
Was it Orbit?
Orbit for sure.
Orbit skate shop.
No, not Orbit.
That's San Leandro.
I think it was called Orbit.
Nah, it was.
You know what I'm talking about, though, right? But yeah, it was a thing. It was a thing board
on Park Street.
Yeah, it was a thing board with some Thunder trucks and some Spitfire wheels and some Lucky 7 bearings.
Lit. I know that's like the age-old question too. I'm gonna try to get away from doing that. The more we do this, like, where'd you get your first board? Ozone. Like, where'd you get your first board? But then, first board set aside though. Like, what was the crew like though? Like, how did the crew assemble? Like, how did? Because like I said, Squirrel, DD, Major, Holden, and John is synonymous in my head.
Time out.
Who you got?
You're forgetting about a key player. Me and him wouldn't be sitting right here without them.
Chubbs?
Yes, sir.
Hey, happy birthday to Chubbs.
Happy birthday to Chubbs, for sure.
Chubbs was the one who showed me Thrasher, Cardiel, how to do it, what we do.
Straight up.
I knew nothing about nothing. And Chubbs, like, that was my first friend that wasn't Latino or black.
Yeah.
I met him at Alameda Park, me and him, little ass kids.
Word.
And yeah, Chubbs is very key to everything. Chubbs is key to the whole crew.
Yeah, straight up.
Because he already knew. And if you knew Chubbs when he was a kid, everybody's like, damn, this dude's fucking like a little man. Like, he always was like that. So like Chubbs was heavy.
Definitely.
That's lit. I never really knew that. Because y'all all came as a package deal when I pulled up. You know what I mean?
I mean, when I pulled up, it was like I was still like I used to rollerblade and shit back then. They started rollerblading.
We made this nigga pay.
And then
damn.
D and Squirrel and everybody at the park, and they'd just be like, "Hey, man, you gotta pick one or the other." And I'm like, "Okay."
I'm telling you straight up, you pick rollerblading later.
But I've always been skating. I'll go back in the car.
Hey, that's crazy you brought that up. I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
But it's that one OG dude who be doing karate moves and rollerblading, and I remember somebody pointed out and was like, nigga, that's the real sensei master from Asia with one eye. He be doing karate moves and he be rollerblading at the same time. It's like, that's who really started Major with the wheels. I was be like, man, that's crazy. He still always say what's up whenever I see him and shit too. You know? Yeah, man.
Nah, but yeah, Chubbs, me and Chubbs met first, and then through Alameda Park, we started kicking with Squirrel.
Okay.
And then we had another homie from the city, Chris Chun. I don't know, you remember him? Chris Chun? Our Asian homie.
Okay, for sure.
And then we ended up linking with Tyke, Pablo, Fatty.
Ooh, city crew.
Mad Max, Jordy, like the city boys. We ended up linking with them at the trade show that they had at the old Double Rock.
Okay.
We was kids, bro, like real life kids.
That's a trip, man, because the city is a big part of like just skateboarding in general. But being from Oakland, you know, so many people who don't go to the city for nothing. I'm from Richmond, so fools really don't be going to the city for nothing. My mama used to work at Embarcadero, so I used to always cross the bridge on BART all the time. But when you skating, the city is like becomes like a second home. Because you like going out there. For me, I was going out there skating patrol all the time, you know. And then from patrol, I'm just out there now. You know what I'm saying? And like, it's just always it had me going out there. So that I know y'all was like talking about linking with Tyke and Gut and Tyke and Pablo and Fatty and all them back then. Y'all been going to the city for a minute.
Yeah, those fools were the ones who I used to, you know, watch growing up skating. And learn hella shit from. So shout out to them.
Yeah, we go in the city for a while. 3rd and Army, all in Embarcadero, Pier 7, and then start hitting the avenues, bombing hills. That's what really was. After the trade show, they was like we started talking to them. They like, y'all from Oakland too? Somebody was like, y'all can't hang. Can y'all hang? Like, what? Come on. You took the bus.
Yeah.
Over from there, top of the hill. I can't remember what hill it is. They could tell you.
Yeah.
And me, John, Chubbs, right with him down the hill. Boom. Get to the bottom. They're like, all right, we fuck with y'all. Y'all can hang. Like, we went to Crocker, skated Crocker, and then that was SF. But like, they tested us.
It was like, can y'all really get down?
Yeah, they tested us, and we was like,
that's crazy.
Fuck that. Like,
that's crazy. Cause I'll bomb a hill if I know that it ain't that big, but like, nigga, I ain't fucking with no big shit.
Kid, you not.
You ain't no choice. Your ass, you getting out there.
Yeah, you just like, I'm finna make it down this hill. That's and plus, you challenge me, I'm not finna back down.
Oh, mamas, and I'm coming from the town, and y'all in the city. We own this for sure.
We got heart over here.
For sure. See, and that's that motherfucking drive that keeps me fired up. See, because a lot of people be like, oh, you fuck with the skate world, and like, you should be doing this and that, and you should be larger than life. Like, those people fuck with you. I'm like, it's a whole different type of meaning for me, though. Like, I didn't get into it thinking like, oh, let me kick it with these cool ass skateboarders, because then I can promote myself or some weird ass shit like that, you know? It's like you said, we scrounging up change together to go get meals from across the street. It's like real life shit. And to see y'all's like fight and tenacity to keep trying to get a clip, to keep trying to put together a video, and like still corralling the homies around to be like, nah, this what we doing, this what we on. You know what I mean? Like that sets a sort of program in your head, a paradigm where it's like something that you like to do and get better at it. And if it ain't working for you at this, that's cool, because then there's still connections that you can make to become this aspect of the skate world and that. You know what I mean? Like you can see elevation in it just as a human being. You know, it's bad shit in skateboarding. There's bad shit everywhere. It's bad. You know what I mean? But the strong positive force is something that is why I love skating so much, because it's like a fall down, get back up again, and this is self-inflicted. You know what I mean? Like. You doing it to yourself, you know? Like, I remember watching some skate videos with some hood ass niggas, and they like, oh, he did that. I'm like, yeah, it's kind of crazy, ain't it? Like, when you from the hood and like you think about like how many motherfuckers you can hurt, or you don't want nobody to hurt you, so you stay protected. These motherfuckers is doing this to themselves, and they like kind of thinking like, oh yeah, that's right. Like, that's kind of crazy, you know? But yeah, but like, who was one of the first homies though from the crew to push it to the next level though, and like get like
John?
Nah, he'll say John. I think it's John. I'm gonna say Errol, because I was around Errol first. Yeah. John came into play a little later. I mean, like I probably was with Errol for like 3 years already skating.
Word.
Before we even met John and them, which was weird because they're from like right up the street from me, and like John and Buzz knew both, like all my cousins.
Okay.
I didn't know them.
Okay.
But then we met them at the Berkeley 510 demo, and just was cool after that ever since.
Word.
But Arrow was pushing the bar and was the dude. He was the top dude in the crew for us.
Straight up.
Like easy money. He was gnarly as fuck.
Straight up.
And then John, when they got together, bro, they started pushing each other so much, bro. Like Nagahara was fucking snapping away.
Yeah, man. Naga got some classic photos.
Like
classic
away.
photos.
Wow. So when they started when they started getting it together, it was over. Like it was over. I watched them do some gnarly shit. The Gap to Real Alameda, I watched them skate that every day for a week, bro. John and Arrow just doing different shit.
Oh, the Gap to Real that's right around the corner from the park?
Wind tunnel guy.
Arrow nollied that shit.
Damn.
Like, people don't know that.
I think John, yeah.
He nollied that
Both
shit.
of them.
Years ago.
He like, you ain't gonna keep talking about Scrub without talking about John, though.
Nah, but everybody know what John has done is in your face. Like, you could go around the corner and you'll see. Right now, like if you go around the corner, City Hall.
Yeah.
He kickflipped that shit 15 plus years ago, the 4 block. And they just start skating it again.
Yeah.
Somebody just straight flipped it, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, that's ahead of your time. Like, way long ago.
Yeah, bro.
You go around town and go to spots, landmarks. John did this.
Who had a something in the mag though first though, like between John and Squirrel?
Was that Cricket Grind in the mag? Or
I'm gonna say they kind of had it around the same time because Arrow had that front pivot, Nagahara shot on Park Boulevard, the turtle bump, and then John had a kickflip, that Vitello shot.
Damn.
I had a photo too though, photo graffiti.
Say that then. Cause Major Jones ain't no motherfucking joke, man.
I think that was like 04 or 05 or something like
That's
that.
who shot it? Oh, Naga?
It was the homie back in the day from Alameda.
Okay, bet.
Yeah, I think Arrow had it first, but I could be wrong. It could be John.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I want to say John actually, but I can't really remember.
I ain't gonna lie, but like getting hella good at something, I won't even use the cliche like gift and the curse. It's just a trip though, cause like getting good at rapping, you start to enjoy. I start to enjoy just being in the studio and doing all that, and then your eyes start to open up to the possibilities of making it a career. So then you're like, all right, well, I'm doing this for fun, but I see niggas getting paid for it. Like I should try to do this too, you know. But the pressures of being an artist, a skater, anything like that's real, you know, because you got the pressure of being a human being and all that at the same time. You know what I mean? Was there ever a time where y'all was just like, fuck it, I'm gunning for it, I'm about to do this, you know what I mean? Like, make it strictly my career, you know? Or
for me, it kind of happened naturally.
Yeah.
Just because I started seeing, like, skateboarding gave me everything right now that I have in my life. But I started seeing young, like, what it was doing for me.
Word.
And hella friends. Then I wound up going on a skate trip. They paid for everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should do shit like that. I'm like, I'm paying for everything. Like, we get to this. What do I gotta do? Just skate?
Yeah.
Wow. All right, so I kind of fell in love with that and was just like, damn, how do I get more of that?
For sure.
And like, it became easier. The skateboarding world is way easier than the world that, you know, you've been outside my mom's house, like, you know?
Yeah.
So
From where you
I
grew
was
up.
attracted to that. Like, damn, I could live life way easier and like just have fun riding the board. So I started just doing that and being around the right people. And then you mentioned Aaron. Aaron had the van.
Yeah.
So we would get in the van with him and be with the real team.
That's a big thing that I was thinking about too. I'm like, Aaron is a real ass motherfucker, man, because he had the camera on y'all for years and he still would pull out his phone and get a clip if y'all just start skating around, you know?
It's just all about surrounding yourself with the right people. I started the more and more I started skating, I just started being around the right people.
Word.
More and more who would show me. Joe Brook is another one. Big love to Joe because there was a time where Silas, Cairo, and Corey. Cairo and Silas live here in Oakland.
Mm-hmm.
Joe would call me like, I'm coming out there to shoot them. I would go with them. I watched them. They pretty much showed me how to do it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
There was other fools too, like earlier in the game.
Yeah, but like when it starts to stepping up to getting like to some gnarly shit.
And Cairo's one of my favorite skaters. People don't know that. You can kind of tell by the way I skate. I just like he got that fuck it.
Yeah, that kind of that flair. Yeah, like.
And to watch them do that shit and how they went about it, I was just like, okay. And Joe did a lot of that, and I just kept working. Joe kept telling me, just keep doing your thing. Preston too. I followed P Stone around like a motherfucker.
Straight up.
Follow him wherever the hell he wanted to go.
Yeah.
And it just became the lifestyle, the life. It just happened.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. You just got into it. It wasn't like I'm gonna go and
it was never
try to get to the Olympics or something.
No, it was never a decision. It was just like something that just happened.
Word.
And when you spend so much time skating, that's like all you know. You just grow up skating every day, and you just sort of kind of think that's what's gonna happen. But at a certain point, you're like, damn. What if it don't work out? You know,
Word.
So you kind of got
in terms of like getting a career, motions or something like that.
Get older and shit. Like,
exactly.
Body don't work like that.
Word. It's the same with music, man. Like I still rap and do everything I want to do, you know. But yeah, as time gets older, you're like, okay, what's the route from here? You know what I mean?
So much shit you could do too. Like,
you
know what I mean?
I'll always be a skater. I always go skate.
Straight up.
I might go skate after this. You know what I mean?
Straight up. Yeah, that's the fine line of it all. Like, no matter if you.
It's always gonna be in you.
It's always gonna be in you. You know what I'm saying? That's why we got to get my nigga Ray Rockamundo back on that board. You feel me? Oh shit! Well, where's like the furthest skateboard that's taking y'all though? Like, for me, I've been over to overseas and shit, fucking with it. You know, but like,
I didn't make it yet overseas.
Yeah, okay.
I probably got like maybe 3 states I ain't been to.
Exactly. That's what I'm about to say. Like, I've been overseas with it, but
like 3 states I ain't been to.
Yeah.
Like, I done been everywhere.
That's one thing that's so dope about skateboarding is like, you can just hop in a van and be gone on the road.
Gone. Yeah. Easy money.
Yeah, that one we did, Pacific Northwest. That was a sick one.
Oh, that was just not that long ago too, huh?
That was like
a few years back.
2015.
Okay, yeah.
30-man tour.
I ain't gonna lie, people was fired up just on the fact that
we kind of just went out there like, fuck it, we're just gonna.
The fact that Major was on that tour, that was like talk of the town. It was like they got Major with them too.
I lost my mind. But
Cause I ain't gonna lie, but you know you like a unicorn out here in these streets.
Hey man.
You know what I'm saying? People love major skateboarding. You know what I mean? You bring up Major name to anybody who know, they like, oh, what's up with Major? Like, you know what I mean? They go back to whatever video parts they can think of. Cause y'all had parts in the 510 video, didn't y'all?
I had a little bit of something.
I mean, you had a clip in there.
A little trick,
yeah. Nigga, those the shots heard around the world, man.
That was young kid shit, man.
For sure, but yeah, nah, man, but
no, for real, like D, what you said entry level, like D was really the main one who really got me in, like meeting a lot of people.
Okay.
He would always hit me up when he goes out. That's how I met Aaron, through D. P-Stone, everybody.
Yeah.
Like, he be going out with everybody and just hitting me up, like, everybody go skate, let's go.
Yeah, man. I definitely feel super lucky, you know, that my entry levels was like that too. We were just like, oh, I'm cool with this person, and they bring it in. Because like, I just thought about that now. First Skater of the Year party I ever went to was with you. We went to, or I don't know if I went there with you. I think I went there with the entourage of Too Short. Because I was with some homies who was with Too Short. But I ended up staying and leaving with y'all because Hollywood was there. That was when my brain started exploding. I'm like, oh, the skateboarder niggas be at the same shit that I do already too. It's just, they in their own little corner on some other shit. So I'm fucking with them, you know what I mean? Like, and legit, at the end of the night, we was walking down the stairs. You walked up to Smitty. And who's filming us right now, it was like, hey, this my nigga Hongry. You know what I mean? He rap, get him on a thing. And I remember being like, well, how you gonna put me on the spot like that? But like in my head right at that point, but then I was also like, fuck that. Let me just jabber some shit out real quick. And that shit made it to the end of the fucking edit. Like, it was like, oh, Skater of the Year, this is how it went down, satisfaction there. And at the end, it's just me and you standing there, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? And that's when it dawned on me then, like, oh, this is a lane. Like, skateboarders love hip hop, you know what I mean? But it still was like, but I'm just still kicking it with my niggas, you know what I mean? So, and then like shit like P-Stone, he'll throw my songs at in the mix, and I'm just like, wow, I'm way out in a different country, and somebody's like, hey, I heard your song through the Peach Stone edit. And I'm like,
see, but crazy enough, the more you get to know skateboarding, I can say this about our crew, I can't say this about everybody's crew.
word.
You can intertwine the worlds. Like, you brought Sleep.
Yeah.
Sleep was having the time of his life with
Straight
us.
up.
Then
Straight
the
up.
love come and kick it with us.
Straight
I
up.
bring everybody to my hood. All my OGs love when everybody comes.
4th of July in the you feel me, in the hood.
What they love Peace Stone over there. Peace Stone
lit.
came over there. Raven, no, we supposed to go skate. He pick us up 8 a.m. We don't leave my house till 10:30 because he's like, bro, 2 liquor stores and everybody's hella cool. Like, this is shit. Like,
Shit. Yeah, man. That's what definitely
like
makes.
being able to like intertwine the worlds is the shit, yo. Like for me especially, like I know I don't do nothing to change the world, but the one thing I can say is on my street, my block, a skateboarder can skate from top to bottom. Not get fucked with. People gonna be like, hey, what's up, bro? You want to see what BD? Tell him I said, what's up?
That's because of you.
Like, yeah, bro, that's what I could change. That little bit. That means the world to me right there. That little bit.
That's what's up.
That's all.
And that's important. I'm glad you said that because that's the important thing about skateboarding that kind of goes unlooked, which is kind of how skaters want it too, because we under the radar type shit. That's why I kick it with who I kick it with, how I kick it with it. You can catch on or not. You know what I mean? It ain't like MTV, this is my cribs, all I kick it with is skaters, you know, it's like, but the people that are behind the scenes, not because they want to be behind the scenes, it's like, it may not be the person that's on the cover, it may not be the person shooting the cover, but the people that's around in that session, that's firing everybody up, them the people that matter just as much as the cover shot, just because without the people firing it up, there's no session, there's no morale, there's no like, yo, what's going on?
Hey, how are you?
How you doing? You good?
But yeah, the underground, bro, keeps it lit. You know what I mean?
For sure, man. Yeah. So
gotta keep it lit. So.
Hey, hold up. Hey, can you pause your music? That's a slapper though. What you listening to?
Party.
Oh, okay, party music for sure. You know, we in the shop, man, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Got somebody stepped in, you know what I mean? They might need something, they might not. But yeah, the people that's there, that's behind the scenes, like, because it's the same thing with like a lot of the, like some of the networks I've been watching, it's a bunch of cats who were there when a certain person went famous and it was like kind of like they handler in the background or something like that. So now these people have knowledge and they have ups and downs in the game too, you know what I mean? And like, it's important to hear from those people because that's really the people who keep the industry fired up.
The backbone. The
backbone of it. The just everyday skater. Like how you said, you about to go and bounce and go skate after this. You know what I mean? Hopefully Major goes too. Oh, yeah. You feel me? But hey, because that's the people that introduced me to it. The homies who just like, oh, this is what we own, you know? And then through that, I start realizing like, oh, this person is a professional at this, and this person is, oh, this video is from this person, and I'm like, oh, okay, I understand why some people get more held, because they, you know what I mean, they might have did something first, they might have been on the forefront of street skating or that, I'm like, okay, that makes sense, you know, but the homies that's behind the scenes kicking it on the sideline, that's the fired up shit right there, man.
But you came a long way from, because some of the questions you used to ask me about skating, I used to be like, you know, my answers, you'd be like, nah, but now like, it's a certain way how things are, and it sucks. But then you also had you had the best motherfucking person that was your roommate for a while.
Oh yeah,
Rain. Like you gonna know everything about skating, bro. Like,
oh mamas, my whole shit switched after staying with that fool.
Rainy and Chubbs, if you sat them down, oh my god.
Yeah.
The history.
Because
Chubbs, you know, when he was on it skating, he could tell you every thrasher back up until like 97.
That's a trip.
Something like that, bro. And Rainy, and probably even older, because he studied. And Rainy probably could tell you the same, you know what I'm saying, and more. Those who pick their brain to the best. Like, Rainy, don't get me wrong, we all helped, but Rainy helped shape you into how you is.
Oh, for
Chubbs helped shape us into how we is. Like, how
for
we
sure.
know
better. You can't get no better history like
that. From Rainy, hell nah. He could tell you about some shit that happened in 75 on the skateboard.
He'll tell you about it like he was there.
Like he was there. He might pull out the board that the shit went down on. Like, oh, I just got it off eBay. Dude didn't even know what he had, you know? I'm like, damn. Yeah, but that's perfect, man. And then I ain't gonna lie, like, gotta shout out my boy Raven, cause that was the first big trip ever that I ain't really been on a trip like that since. You know, I put some shit together myself, but to just be chilling at the clubhouse and you know, I'm an insider looking out, but still an outsider looking in. You know what I mean? Because it's not something I grew up doing. So to just be chilling at the clubhouse, and my boy pulls up in the chocolate van, and I'm so like, damn, I need to tell Sloth, you gotta come too, because I don't really know what I'm getting into. Like, I've been camping before, but this shit was like when I was going to the YMCA and shit, you know? Like, it was like 100 kids sleeping all in the, you know what I mean? I was like, I don't think it's gonna be like that, you know what I mean? Sloth like, yeah, hell yeah, I wanna go. We get in the van, bro.
That's some real shit, right?
We took it up the highway to Oregon, and I was just like, every day was a new feeling of like, this is like how you live life. You know what I mean? Like,
all it takes is one trip.
You pull over somewhere, you find somewhere to sleep, get your tent out, start up a fire, cook up a couple hot dogs if you got them, smoke some weed, you know you got it, and wake up in the morning and you off. You on your own itinerary. But then it's also learning from Stone to be up early, clean up the spot, and then make sure everything's smooth. I do the same shit, and he always giving me trouble. Like, which greasy is it? I got greasy one, greasy two.
Greasy in my phone too.
Yeah,
I don't know how y'all do. I same number. Yeah.
I don't know what it'd be. It's almost like taking a bath.
Clean slate.
Just clean it all off. Fuck this number.
Ain't hella trouble getting a new number?
But that be the thing. Sometimes I don't even want to contact a lot of people. You know, if I need to get a hold of y'all, I know how to get a hold of my boys. You know
I
what I'm
went a
saying?
whole year without a phone. 1 year. It's crazy. Remember that shit?
I think so. Oh yeah.
My girlfriend would call at the time, and she knew exactly. I would be with him. I'd be with Squirrel. She'd call it there like
She
I
knew
would
what time
have
it
no
was.
phone. I started
Damn.
enjoying it,
Yeah.
but that was like teenage, maybe like 18 or something.
Yeah.
I was enjoying shit. Nobody get a hold of me. I'm just going skating.
I'm
just
chilling.
trying to focus on skating.
Yeah. That's what's up. Yeah, we try to get Rocky on the get that boy Raven in here. He's slithered by and stuff.
Busy man.
But that's interesting though, cause Ray now he come up to the town. He be doing his own thing, but he be fucking with you hella tough. You know, pulling up at the spot. You know, and I think that's another one of the aspects of the backbone of skateboarding. The homies that's in the town when you get there and they know somebody you know, so they like, oh, link with him. And when you know, same with like Rainey, and then Rainey always says that, like, gotta shoot big shots out to Didi, because when they first came out here from Texas, they pulling up and
they came to my side. I told them, I said, you gonna get it the cheapest in my side.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna show y'all how to survive. I took them to the Mexican mart. Look, this way you get your meat cheap. You know what I'm saying? Burrito trucks right here, this whole little shit. Like, I just show them the ropes on how to, you know, which they would do for me if I pull up in their section. Which I just, you get what you give. And I feel like my people, I'm going to always give the knowledge I know and whatever to help make it easy to live.
Yeah.
And then, you know what I'm saying? That's just me being a good friend.
Yeah, man. That's the heart of skateboarding at the end of the day. Like, when you hear people how they got their first boards, or sometimes like, oh, somebody gave it to me. Like, you're kind of giving before you get anything back. You know what I mean? In skateboarding, you know what I'm saying? Like, you giving yourself to the board and giving yourself to the concrete. You don't even know if this shit gonna work. You can eat shit, whatever, right away. But
skateboarding don't owe us anything. You know what I mean?
For sure. See, that's what Jake say. Like,
we owe everything to skating. I mean, look at where it got us. You know, out of trouble.
Out of trouble, and that's
different perspective.
On mamas, man.
Travel, a bunch, out of trouble.
Everything.
Got lifelong friends. Was in a magazine.
Yeah.
Never thought I'd be in a fucking magazine.
In a worldwide publication.
I've had 3 photos, skate photos in the mag. I had hella chilling photos with 3 skate photos.
Yeah.
Like, shout out Joe Brook, bro.
Joe Brook.
Shout out Joe Hammocky too, man. R.I.P.
Yeah.
I followed that man around for a long time. He did a lot for me in my life, bro. Like,
that's what's up.
when he was a team manager at Ergo,
Jake too.
Oh yeah.
Definitely made sure. Yeah, all the OGs, man.
All the OGs.
Jake, you know, that's like, for us, it's like the Godfather.
Straight up.
Because he always come through, check on us.
Man, he gave me
always, look, do this trick.
Mm-hmm.
Give you a
Like,
board. Frontside grind. Andrew Reynolds board.
Damn.
Godfather status with that, right?
Yeah, blood. And I think when I travel the world, like, or when I travel the world, like, but when I go other spots and shit, I see like that same type of camaraderie, you know, and like I'm often on the times of receiving it, and it like blows my mind because I'm like, wow, this is crazy how people will treat you just because they know you as a skater, and if you ain't doing no kook shit when they first meet you, they open their fucking whole door, like, come, yeah, you can sleep on the couch. If I ain't in town, you can stay in my whole house. Oh, you want to stay for an extra month? Go for it. And that's who you are when people come to Oakland. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you need somewhere you can crash on the couch, bro, crash on the...
I can't even tell you how many, like, fools who are just on right now stay with this fool. You know what I mean?
Oh, shit, that's right. Mom's... Like, man, whatever she cooked, it ain't work for me, but it worked for them. Mom's got 2 sodies, man.
Damn.
The Shy stayed for like a month, and K-Walks would always come stay when he was out here, bro. Mom's got
it ain't work for me, but these niggas ain't mom's cooking, nigga. Sody.
Mom's got 2 sodies off that power whip, man.
Gumbo ain't no joke, though.
Yeah, off the power whip. But yeah, everybody, you know, I need someone to stay. Come on, man. Like, let's do this.
Yeah, but that's major, man. Bro, I love that.
That shit, skating just, it gave me that, to be like that. You know what I mean? Like, I met so many cool ass people. I remember one time I was broken foot.
Yeah.
I'm in Florida with Hammocky, and they like, we about to go street skate. I'm like, damn, I'm gonna just stay in the car. The homie, I want to say Chris Blake, he like, nah, bro, you can stay in my house. I just met, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's all good.
What? House was sick as fuck. Like, I'm off the little dock fishing and shit while they going skating and shit. Like, man, I had a good ass time. Like, skateboarding, bro. It'll do shit like that.
And then even, I going down to Lord Bob's, I didn't know nothing about concrete. I would see concrete in my life and concrete trucks and wouldn't pay it no mind. Like, oh, it's a big twirly thing. Now when I see a concrete truck, I'm like, oh, where they taking that crete to?
Nigga, you do the thing.
Yeah.
Hungry do that concrete. It ain't gonna be a good pour for us if Hungry ain't, you know what I'm saying, blessing it with that concrete dance.
Gotta hit them with it one time. But that's one big thing that I know you take from it too, is that it taught you how to actually build structures.
That's my work.
Yeah, you know what I mean? That's a trip.
And it's crazy because I just went in the back. I seen that picture of Bordertown. That's where it all started. Yes. There was a week where we did a mini ramp in the city. I came Tire Cove, what was it called? Remember the mini ramp? Concrete mini ramp last 2-3 days.
Last 2 days.
Tire Cove. I can't remember the name.
Yeah.
It lasted 2 days.
Damn.
And supposedly they were watching us build it the whole time.
Look at these dudes.
Bro, we got like 1 or 2 sessions out of it.
And they ripped it out.
That shit broke everybody's heart. So I think, like, I don't know who exactly, but I want to say like Wizard, Matlock, T-Mo, a couple other guys from back then. Just start fucking around in Emeryville, West Oakland, under the bridge, and just boom, like. Mind you, I didn't know nothing about it, but you know who did? Fucking Chubbs.
Chubbs knew about
that. They got the spot. Like, I'm like, all right, we going? And kids, bro, we had his parents drop us off under that sketchy ass freeway. And like, went through a hole in the fence. I remember his parents were like, all right. Went through a hole in the fence into just this sketchy abyss and walked up on those fools. And they just like, oh shit, what's up, y'all? Like, and
water, bags,
grab a shovel,
get to it
by hand. And we didn't know what we were doing. That's why the first, neither did they really. The first zone was rugged, and then you could see we had more people coming from out of town to show us how. And then eventually we got good at it. And then that was, another RIP. Here today, gone tomorrow. But that one lasted 8 years or something like that.
Yeah, that was a minute.
And then we started just building different little spots and just getting better at it. And then now it's just full blown, like. Austin's got company.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Canned Foods Concrete.
All the boys work concrete, you know what I mean? Like we about to do a big pour this weekend.
Yes, I'm gonna pull up.
You know, it all from that.
Exactly.
For me, it's from that. It's still from that. And it's Bordertown. Like just not having a skate park to ride. And then not like we was Alameda, we got tired of Alameda.
Yeah.
In the same time, Bordertown was being built first and then Berkeley Park opened.
Oh, for real?
I'm pretty sure. I feel like that's the order. Like
Yeah.
in the same time frame though.
Yeah.
So it was like.
Because by the time I came up on Bordertown, it was getting torn up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? By the time I got there, I probably went to Bordertown maybe like a year's worth of visits, and not like all the time. But then it got torn out, and that started to dawn on me too about skateboarding. It was like, what does this really matter to these fools? But then once I started going to Bob's every day and everything, I'm like, oh, I totally get it.
It's ours.
Yeah.
We put our blood, sweat, tears into it.
Money.
It's ours.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
It's the one thing you can say is ours.
Mm-hmm.
It's not mine. It's ours.
Yeah.
We did this. You know what I mean? Like,
straight up.
Bordertown was good for what it was because it molded us to keep going. Even though, like, of course it'd be sick as fuck if it was there today.
Yeah.
But also it'd be dangerous as fuck. That was all I never got fucked with down there.
Mm-hmm.
But I've heard stories of people getting fucked with
down there.
And
yeah.
where it was definitely a dangerous spot. Like, it wasn't, like Bob's is a little more inviting.
Yeah, but it's also gnarly now because they got everything,
but it's still just a tad bit more inviting.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Speaking
I
of
just was
fucking
talking about this.
Bordertown.
Just talking about this guy. And here he is. That's crazy.
Wow.
What's
I
up,
just
man?
said your name.
Yo,
What up?
what's up?
Oh, we doing a little podcast right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, sit down. Take a
Oh,
seat.
shit.
We about to wrap it up.
Oh, shit.
We were
What's up?
just talking about Bordertown.
And
Yeah.
how that was like.
Oh, you're doing it right now?
Yeah, look, there's me right there.
Oh, shit.
What's up, Pepperin?
What's up, Pepper? You want to be on the podcast? Come on in.
Go on in.
Okay.
Have a seat.
We about to wrap it up anyway.
Oh, okay, well,
Yeah.
be here. Fuck, man.
Yeah, Bordertown.
Oh, man. Never remember.
Who first was like, this is where we digging at. This is where we about to do it.
Because I was saying after was it Tire Beach?
It was me.
No, but after the city one got bulldozed.
It was me.
I was going to say, I knew it was like you or Wizard or something. Just
Well, I had a
waiting.
neighbor. Remember the doctor?
Mhm.
I had a neighbor.
And he
who
also lived
next
down the
door,
street.
and I'm like, and they're like, man, they tore off our half pipe. And he's like, well, let's go down the street. So my neighbor who didn't skate but wanted to get in shape, he's like,
Yeah.
we'll start digging here. And we kind of walked around and looked at a couple places, and then it was just like, I think this is the
This is
spot.
it,
And then
yeah.
Wizard came that night, and then it was just a matter of time. And then we got the kids down there. These guys were kids back then.
I know,
Fucking-
right? It's a
We're
trip.
talking fucking 2004, so 18 years ago, 19 years ago. But yeah, you know, I don't know. It just
happened.
happened. You know, we
That's
just
what's
wanted
up.
to build a half pipe, and then Wizard was, you know, we didn't get caught, so it kind of kept going.
That's the spirit of DIY. You put something down, if they don't rip it out, you're like, all right, let's add a fucking bowl over here.
I mean, we
Let's keep
never
it
thought
lit.
about the next day or like the next week. We're just like, let's just build, and if we'll do the half pipe, and was like, we got to put a pocket, and then I don't know.
You know what's crazy about Bordertown too? During those times, me and Major and Chubbs went to Burnside during those times. It was still gnarly up there, right?
Yeah.
We got accepted quick. They like, oh, y'all the Oakland kids. We like, yeah, Bordertown. They like, yeah, y'all good. We can let us know what y'all need. I'm talking about.
That's that camaraderie, man.
Dude, he just hit me up on
Ivory's like,
Facebook.
I got y'all. Went to brought us weed. We smoking weed under the truck. So Ivory's
That's a trip.
drinking
I broke my foot.
Yeah,
I
broke
couldn't
the leg, so he
skate,
couldn't
but,
even skate.
Oh, did y'all go up to Oregon on the Roughneck tour or
No,
something?
we went. Chubb's
Bar
parents
stuff.
just took us.
Oh,
Yeah,
damn.
right.
Chubbs really was the entry point.
Yeah,
You
bro,
said,
Chubb's
nigga, we
parents
going
took us
to-
on the trip. Like it
That's
was
what's
me.
up.
We was the three amigos. Yo. Chubb's parents took us and we went skating.
Dude,
But
Chubbs
like,
was like, what were you, 12 or 13?
Yeah.
I was when we
Yeah.
did that trip. I was 15. Chubbs was, I think he was turning 14.
Okay.
And yeah, Burnside was gnarly. Like up top was still going off,
Oh, yeah.
and like you didn't get to experience them days.
Nah.
And it was crazy.
Nah.
You know, he knows it. It's
Yeah.
next level. We were kids in that madness.
There's-
You see some stuff go down there, but you're
For
just
sure.
he's-
like, all right.
Dude,
Like,
that's like so much shit happened so fast in such a short period of time of that year and a half.
Damn, Mage, you was getting down at Burnside back then too?
I couldn't skate. I had a-
Oh, because you broke your foot on the trip?
no.
Oh, before, but you was just like, I'm still
I was
gonna
just
roll.
there, yeah.
But when we
Yeah.
did go back on that rev,
Oh,
that big
yeah,
rev,
Yeah.
everybody went to the show. What was it? It was.
They
went to a country show.
Yeah.
Me and Major.
Oh, Merle Haggard, I think.
Me and Major.
That wasn't fucking with that. Yeah.
And Major was like, "Yo, it was go skateboarding day." He's like, "Yo, let's stay at Burnside." And Sky was like, "I was already doing that, bro."
Yeah, straight
Don't
up.
get me wrong. I got appreciation for country now.
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
Those
For
fools
sure.
got kicked out anyway.
But
Smoking weed in there or
Some
something.
shit. I don't
Yeah.
remember that.
Burnside with Major, who couldn't skate the first time,
Oh, yeah.
or a country show. Burnside, of course. We finna do this, and we got with the locals and was partying, and the homies ended up coming. Yo, at we at this bar, yo, like homies ended up coming to us. 'Cause we had more fun than them.
That's crazy, but like, y'all really
What was
didn't.
that? 2003 or 4? Huh?
The first time.
The first time. We're talking about the second time when they went on the Northwest trip,
Oh. Okay.
and it was like all the dogs doing it. Yeah, we could keep going for hours on stories, but I do got a question for Mage before we get out of here. Because like I said, you one of the smoothest motherfuckers on the board. Everybody loves to see you skate. They just love you as general, man. You know, who's some of your inspirations though? Like who made you realize? Because you smooth on the board, man. Okay. I don't know how many different languages I can say this shit.
Call him Dr. Jones.
Just precisions and incisions and just surgical on their ass. Yeah, man. Go watch that. What's the house vid? Go watch that house vid. I like the way that just starts off and he's just like,
House vid, our life vid.
yeah. But who made you feel like once you get off the rollerblades, when I step on this board, I got to be smooth.
I mean, fuck, man. Aside from these fools,
Hey, that's what it is, huh?
First
The
person
homies.
is tight.
Smooth person.
Gut and Pablo.
Gut and
Those are the
Pablo.
first one.
Ooh, that makes sense now. Because I could never put my finger on it.
Bleezy was the hottest in the city for a while.
And that's kind of what John, that's inspiration for John Stylus too, huh?
John too. I mean, he was skating with those fools. I mean,
You
here
know?
and there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
Like those city fools for real. Yeah.
For sure. That makes sense, man, because
Shout out Gut.
like y'all would catch Jake every now and then. They had Jake standing over their ass every time, you know, helped them building skate parks out there and shit too. So that's big, man. All right, I probably got a couple more customers coming in soon, so I gotta get off the clock and back on the clock. Mondays and Tuesdays. That's the name of this motherfucking podcast.
We at the shop.
We at the shop. Thank you for tapping in. Cherry out.
All right.
Yeah.